How I prepare okra soup in just few minutes. Of course, I use my pounder to do it. It was so fast. It was so helpful. It was so fast. How I did it was I used my pounder to slice my okra. Of course, I removed the head of okra, as they say that you need to remove the head of okra before cooking. I don't know the culture or tradition that says that. I don't know the cause of it. But let me ask, do you always remove the head of your okra before cooking? I don't know. So here is very, very helpful for me. I'm done slicing immediately. Next thing I did was I transfer it into a plate and cover it. So here is main cooking. I added my dry fish. I added some water. After I added my water, the next thing I did was to cover it and allow it to boil. Here is adding red palm oil. Of course, you need to add red palm oil. I added my obono. The obono, that is for the nylon, the way they grounded it to. Direct from the market. I grounded this in the market because I did not go with my blender just to make everything fast. I added my seasoning cube. After I gave it a good stir, I added my seasoning cube. I added some salt. Of course, you need to remind you of salt to use these days because salt is not really good for the health. I added my crayfish. Of course, I used a lot of crayfish to cook my okra. Not just my okra, my soup. Here is time to add in my protein. I use turkey wings and more of my crayfish. Of course, if you understand, if you can be able to be using fish this time, that's good because red meat, it's not the way that. Okay, so this is me here bringing soup for my baby because this is the method I use for feeding my baby to avoid putting pepper inside the soup so that pepper will not pepper his mouth. Okay, so this is how I did it. Anytime I'm cooking ogbono soup, any draw soup, I purposely bring out some soup for him, keep it aside before adding my pepper so that my baby will be able to enjoy with us also as he's still learning. So here is adding pepper time. I make sure I add enough pepper because we adults we need pepper in our. And this pepper was grounded with okra. What is okra soup without okra? You need to add okra inside the okra soup. It's testing time, of course. You cannot cook without testing your soup because how will you know the taste and whether you salty or not? I tested and it gave me a great taste. So this is just the landing point of time to put my onion. And it's time to add in my sliced okra. Yeah, as you can see, it's well packaged. It's well packaged. So it's time to add in my okra. After I added my okra, the next thing I did was to give a good stir. Of course, you need to give a good stir. And after that, the soup is ready. I don't think there's any other thing that remains to add in this okra again, other than to make a nice fufu, make a nice eba. Okay, any swallow of your choice and enjoy your soup because this is so sweet. This is so nice, delicious and tasty. Don't forget to share this video and follow this page. Thanks for watching. See you guys in my next video. Bye. Happy new month and happy Christmas in advance.